Hi, I'm Mac McCarthy, and I help people with their breakups. And this guy's first part is it's a long one, and it's a doozy. I haven't heard that word in a long time. I think my dad uses that. Oh, this is a doozy. It's kind of a funny one. But this guy's already talking about that he wants to do a live coaching session after this. And a good way to start, though, is to still write out your story, get a video response, and then we'll go into the live coaching afterwards. And we'll discuss the video, and then I got a little bit background on what's going on. I take some notes. I redline your story. I don't just meet you in a live coaching unprepared. I get deeper, and then I send you 20 questions to kind of go through. And after the video and the coaching, people come out of it a lot better, a lot clearer, and I'm highly confident it will work for you, buddy. So let's do the first part of this with the video response. Let's check it out. So it's long, man, but a doozy. Donations plus the 100 is on its way. So he's talking about that he's going to make a donation, and he also put 100 down on a 1-hour live coaching session. He said, shorten it if you like. No, I don't need to shorten it. It's fine, buddy. Here we fucking go, brother. I like the language. I'm 37. She's 33. Dated 8-ish months, so not very long. Honeymoon phase was great. Blind to red flags. Well, 8 months is the honeymoon phase. Then the bottom fell out. We were both bad and heavy drinkers. At least you're honest with yourself. That's a start. Box of wine a night, or almost 3 if we wanted on weekends. Sober through the week, so that would be functional alcoholics. And what people say about alcoholism, my aunt told me this. It's not. She's a bartender. She goes, it's not a problem until it's a problem, until it's causing problems, whatever that means, right? But ultimately, I mean, what do you consider a problem, right? Not being able to go to work. But ultimately, it seemed that is why we were together. We attract what we are. We attract what we are. That's absolutely true. I mean, if you like drinking alcohol, she did. It's the way you guys had a common ground. Fighting got worse, although we kept pounding the booze. She would work more. I became distant. Sex was minimal at best. Sex was minimal at best. That's a red flag. If you've been together 8 months and it's minimal at best, it should be pretty good at 8 months. Then it ended. There were a couple breakups or timeouts that I initiated. So you were already breaking up at 8 months, another red flag. I would want to know, why did you initiate them? When it ended, I became fucking needy, crying, put me in a crib with a bottle. I was such a baby bitch. Do not do that at all. Not a good look. You know, it happens to a lot of guys, man. It happens to a lot of guys. So I've never been a crier or something, but I've been there where I've never begged and pleaded. I had weak moments a couple times in a breakup or two but after a day or two, it's like, it's done. But if you have to cry, it's not a bad thing, but try to do it in private. I think you can get more out that way, and sometimes people feel more shame if it's in front of someone, but crying on your own probably would be a better thing. A month later, I found Corey Wayne, Craig Kenneth, read 3% Man many times, went totally sober, great psychotherapist, full life 180, and landed a 6-figure plus job. Well, fucking kudos. Give yourself a pat on the back, buddy. And this is what I say, like, sometimes you needed a pride breakup. You needed a crisis. You needed a slap in your face to put you in the starting gate. And that's what this did. I figured out attachment issues. I'm starting to wonder, so why did you write me a letter? I figured out attachment issues, why I'm the way I am, corrected addiction issues. Right on, buddy. I now have a beautiful car, tailored clothes, almost debt-free, great shape. Isn't debt-free so important? It's like 0 is a good number to be at, right? So many people are in major debt. Great shape, sober, and very happy. When dating, I now choose if she is good or not, very self-aware. We both stayed single for a few months. She then dated the typical drunk guy and stayed on the path. Why are you keeping track of who she's dating if you're doing so well? After 3 months to 6 months apart, she would reach out with the silly questions, trying to set the hook. I love that, trying to set the hook. I like your little innuendos, and that's what she's trying to do. You're right, just putting a lure over the pond, huh? Call me upset and do the friend zone shit. I bit a few times, then stuck with, great hearing from you, I'm busy, what's your schedule? That type of answer. So why would you want to get back with this individual if you're doing so well? It's shitty because you're dying to go back. She would agree to meet, then bail or start a fight so we didn't have to meet. I laughed. How many words am I at? It's okay as long as the story's good, buddy. Don't worry, there will be a healthy donation. A few months passed, big accident at work. She called frantic to see if I was okay. We chatted. She then talked about the ex dumping her in detail. A guy she slept with, that she was seeing someone whom I knew. That's That's where you got to cut it off. We chatted, and she then talked about an ex dumping her in detail, a guy she slept with, and yeah, she's just trying. That's trying to set the hook. That's trying to smack you in the face and get some kind of reaction out of you. Whom I knew, no idea who it was. She didn't say a name. They weren't fucking yet. That should be nothing. That should be nothing that you're trying to find out about. But she needed to get laid. She put the phone down from laughing so hard at me cracking jokes and quite simply not taking the bait. Before I would have lost it, now, no, sir. Now around a 7 month apart, she random texts me with the thank you for getting her to the therapist. Life has changed. Cool, let's chat, I say. She says, yeah, let's meet up. Nothing for a month. For the first time, I toss a bone on paint colors, and she laughs and surprised I want her to help and how far I've come. She offers a date. I offer a time. Nope. She offers another day. I offer a time. I love the way you wrote this. And that I will be leaving town that evening. Nope. I will get back to you. I work late the night before. Nothing now for a few days. She is an amazing girl. This is the part where you lose me. I mean, you guys fought all the time. You didn't get along. She was an alcoholic. She's throwing in your face that she needs to get laid, and she's got another guy. I don't know if she's amazing. Just not sure what to think at this point. If she's living better, there was a lot of good. Both of us had an undealt issues at the time. Still one toe in the water for her. He writes, enjoy. Why do you still have one toe in the water would be my first question. If you're doing so well on your own, and you've done so, why couldn't you find someone that's possibly a better match for you, or you're dating other women? Because this relationship was so bad. You were together 8 months. It was great. It was a honeymoon phase, but you broke up multiple times in 8 months. You've been apart. I mean, why aren't you've made all these other changes in your life. Why wouldn't you consider meeting a new woman or giving that a chance? And like I said, why do you still have one toe in the water? Why are you still attached to this woman? Why do you still entertain the idea of she's dating someone else and it might bother you or not bother you? Why are you aware that she's trying to set the hook on you, yet you're still swimming in the same pond? If that makes sense. We'll talk about this in the coaching session. I'm interested to hear more. I like your style, man. And I can tell we'll probably vibe well. But those are some questions to ask yourself based on what you're telling me. And one thing I would say is, what are some things you don't miss about her? Because it seems like you got this relationship that seems like it had a lot of holes in it, and then you're still like, and then you throw this. She's an amazing girl. I mean, from what you told me in the beginning, I didn't get that. I didn't get that part at all. So we'd have to talk about this a little further. And you got to get really in tune specifically with what you want from her. Like, do you want to get back together and have a long-term relationship? Do you want to just have a fling? Like, where are your feelings at? I'm kind of confused by the story you're telling. Some people, oh, I just want her back. Doesn't seem like that's where you're at. So look forward to the live chat. I hope that helps you for now. Please visit writemac.com if you got a breakup story to tell, or book a live coaching session with myself. Thank you.